So I've never really had a discussion about death with anybody that has not either been in the Hebra or some other,
Really?
yeah. It's just not a subject.
Right.
I mean, both of my parents and my husband's parents have died, and they didn't really want to talk about it. I think that's fear. I share that with everybody else. I think it's avoidance because you don't want to think about it. I think because you are your whole world, you can't imagine that world going away. And that's what's going to happen. And we never know when or how, but it will end. And then I think there's a fear of the afterlife. What kind of afterlife is it? Will I be okay? Will I be me? Will I be, I mean, in the Jewish thought, it's the soul that returns to God who made it, and the body returns to the earth. And I think that's a lovely thought, but will I be me still? I mean, I think if you go that way, you won't necessarily be you. And if you believe at all in incarnation, it can't be you because God will send your soul somewhere else. I know in the shtetl in Eastern Europe, they especially had like stories and myths and things like that talking about what the afterlife would be. And they called it Gehenna. And so that was not a good afterlife. So the evil person would go there. And the good place to go would be like the Garden of Eden. That was the idea of a good afterlife. But we're familiar with the ideas of heaven and hell. I don't think we think exactly that way. And the rabbi who spoke to us, tells us, we don't have to worry about that. God promised us that we would be there with him and our souls would be with him. I feel less frightened, I think, about death because it's just the absence of the soul, the absence of the part of you that animates you. So it's the body that's left. I think what's more in the Talmud and in the Torah is how to deal with the death, the things you have to do, the mourning period. Very old instructions are that you are to be modest in everything you do, and that comes from a period in which there were very elaborate funerals and flowers and food and whatever else. And we were told no, because the poorest among us should feel as comfortable burying their dead as the richest among us. There should be no difference there. So that's what we try to do. Not everybody agrees with that. I think forgiveness would be something that I should, but shoulds are not necessarily the right word, that I think I would like to be able to do. I find it difficult. I would like to feel that I have lived a decent life, that I have done the best I could with what I had, that I have given myself to my family, to the Jewish community, to my husband, and just have done the best I can. I know that I've failed in certain areas, so I think I just have to accept that. I would probably spend more time on trying to understand what's going on in my body and what kind of end, perhaps, and hope that I would be able to deal with whatever it is that I have to